event. We'll have expert panel discussions, powerful presentations, and real-life testimonials from those who've been impacted. Whether you're a parent, a young person, or a concerned neighbor, your voice matters. This is your chance to ask questions, get the facts, and learn how to protect yourself and your loved ones from this deadly epidemic. Can't make it in person? No problem. We'll be broadcasting live on Rainier Avenue Radio.org, so you can tune in wherever you are. This event is open to the public and free forever. Mark your calendar. Saturday, November 2nd, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Columbia City Theater. Let's work together to keep our community safe. Visit ColumbiaCityTheater.org for more information. Your voice, your community, your future.
Greetings. This is your host, DJ Naftali, Rainier Avenue Radio.world, the best DJ in the Seattle area. You can catch me every Monday at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Like I said, this is DJ Naftali, the best reggae in Seattle, Washington, the best radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Mom. Right?
Hey, community. Listen to New Hope Missionary Baptist Church every Sunday, 10:45 a.m.
We invite you to get up and call a friend and tell them that New Hope is on live. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And now, our pastor, the Reverend Dr. Robert L. Jeffrey Sr.
Everybody clap your hand, come on.
Listen to New Hope Missionary Baptist Church every Sunday, 10:45 a.m.
Love food? Here are some storage tips to keep it fresh longer. Store cut fruits and vegetables in the fridge. Place in reusable containers. Keep bread in the freezer for longer storage. 40% of food in the U.S. goes uneaten. Save money, save food, save the planet. Visit Seattle Public Utilities for more tips.
Here with the Rainier Avenue Radio traffic update. You can listen to us in your car 24/7 anytime by downloading the free TuneIn app. Once you do, search Rainier Avenue Radio. And remember, do not curse out your fellow drivers. This has been your Rainier Avenue Radio traffic update.
Hey everybody, happy Tuesday and welcome to Green's Living. I am your guest host, Deaunte Damper of Vocal-WA. As you know, our amazing community folks such as Breon and Chris are taking the month off to get prepared for their Harvest Fest coming up. And of course, they brought in their community partners, Vocal-WA, to come in and just step in. Yes, that's right. Thank you so much, Dee. That's Tuesday, November 19th, 6 to 9 at the Washington Hall. And that's 153 14th Avenue, Seattle, Washington, 98122, with an amazing keynote speaker, Miss Karen Johnson. She's a farmer, she's an activist, and I can't wait for you to hear. For more information, please go to Green's Living Farmers Market page or reach out to Bree. We also have some other more amazing announcements too. We got some special things happening with Rainier Avenue Radio this weekend. This weekend is our haunted house. It's for 11 and under. It's going to be at the Columbia City Theater this Saturday from noon to 6. Again, it is on Halloween as well as on Halloween itself, but it's a great opportunity for the 19th and the 26th and the 31st for us to bring in the young kids. As a kid growing up in Columbia City, it was always just a great area to walk in Columbia City during Halloween. And I'm so happy for Rainier Avenue Radio being able to make it accessible for kids. So remember, October 19th, 26th, and the 31st. Can't wait. So, and the last thing is near and dear to Vocal-Washington's heart, okay? Tune in for the Fentanyl Awareness Town Hall. Now, that is November 2nd, and it'll be live on Rainier Avenue Radio from 11 to 1 p.m. And it's extremely important that we talk about this. We are talking about 1,300 overdoses that we experienced in King County alone. What does that mean? That means that we need to mobilize. That means that we need to be aware. And that means that we also need to prioritize saving a life. So it's more than just Narcan and naloxone. It's how we can continue to make Seattle home. So for more information, please go to Rainier Avenue Radio, Rainier Avenue Facebook page or Instagram page to learn more. And we are so excited to get into this episode where we're interviewing an amazing guest. I'm so happy that she is here, Deborah Monroe from Seeds of Success. How you doing, sister?
I'm good. How are you doing, Deon?
Girl, I feel like I ain't seen you in a long time.
I know.
But it's so great to see you. So happy to have you. And for community folks who aren't aware, can you let them know who you are and what is Seed of Success?
Sure. My name is Deborah Monroe. I'm the director of Seeds of Success. We're a community-based organization dedicated to Black and African American empowerment. Our mission is to provide knowledge, resources, and support to help individuals and communities in the Seattle community in King County achieve their full potential. We believe that everyone deserves access to insight and opportunities that they can help thrive regardless of their background or circumstances. We listen, we learn, we facilitate, coach, navigate, and teach people to heal.
Mm-hmm. And tell us a little bit more about some of the programming that you have at Seeds of Success.
Okay, we've been doing lots of wellness events. We since the pandemic, we've been focusing on that. We've been focusing on helping people with housing, just any sorts of things that they need. And we just reach out to the community. Whatever you're needing, we're here to help.
Yeah, I love that. And, before we go into a little bit more of Seeds of Success, tell us your journey. How did you get involved into this work?
Oh, my journey. I'm from Louisiana.
Okay, what part of Louisiana?
Small town, Oakdale. It's in between Alexandria and Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Okay. One of my good friends is from Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Yeah, I went to Southern University, Jaguar for life. But just having a large family and the struggles of not having a lot of resources. When I was younger, I have two sons. They're adults now and they have their families. But in our town, there was nothing to do, and the kids looked up to drug dealers, and that wasn't what I wanted for my children. And I knew that I had to leave and make a better opportunity for them. And I got an opportunity to come to Seattle. We actually came for a summer, but we never went back. We stayed, and that was 35 years ago.
Wow.
So, yeah. And I've since then had my whole family is actually here now. I didn't know that would happen. My mom, she became sick in 2005, and it was better medicine up here for her, and she came up and she lasted till 2010. We lost her, but the opportunity was so much better.
Yeah, so much better. So I used to live down south in Florida, so coming back home, it was like, oh wow, is that easy? It's better easy for us to be able to get the access as opposed to the health, I would say health racism or racism that happens in the health field where brown folks aren't able to get the access that they need. And then how did you end up working in the areas of Seeds of Success?
Well, I worked in social services since I came to Seattle, working at the YWCA for about 15 years. Prior to that, I did DLC.
But you work for DLC?
Huh? DLC?
You work for
Department
DLC?
of Corrections?
You work for them too, girl?
I did, but I left because my kids grew up in the Rainier Beach area, and I was like a community mom. Everybody would come over on the weekends. They played football and that type of stuff. And when I was working at DLC, I started seeing a lot of the kids that grew up with my sons, and that wasn't a good look for me. I didn't want to be there. I wanted to help in a different way prior to them getting charges and things. So that's what led me to the social service work and trying to advocate for people to, empower themselves so that we don't have to get, because there's no prevention work hardly out there. It's until things happen, that's when you can get the resources. And I just want to better serve our community so we can know that there are things that we can prevent ourselves from getting in these situations.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that that's a really good point that you brought up. Like, are we helping them before as opposed to the after? Are we are we neglecting them during whatever they're going through? And I think that that's extremely important. What other programs? You named a plethora of different programs, but can you get actually? I think when I think of Seeds of Success, I think about hope, stories of hope. Can you give us a couple of stories of hope with some of the folks that you've helped navigate?
Yeah. Like I said, a lot of people they can be successful if they know how to navigate the systems, especially the children in schooling, from the beginning, and helping them with early education for us, like the reading programs, like I'm losing my words, but there are different reading programs. I even was over one at the YWCA where they help them introduce books and toys, and then it helps the mom with literacy and stuff, and just navigating the school systems, being able to work, and different systems like that. There's families that come here from Louisiana, and I try to engage with them and any family that need help navigating the system from beginning to end, and just coaching, even doing vision boards. Even though you may not have a lot of income, everyone can have a vision, and it don't have to be long-term goals. It could be short-term goals, just goals. Just want people to have more resources than there was available for me, if that makes sense.
No, that makes complete sense. It is, each one teach one, right?
Absolutely.
People sometimes they get their resource and they be like, well, whatever, I ain't got to help nobody else. But it's so much. I think it's like when someone's going through areas of housing disparity and all of that, or even just or gun violence, or being impacted by loss and grief, or now a single family home. It is really important that we are holding people's hands in the midst of what could become trauma for them, right? Because how you treat them is how they can learn to also walk hand in hand with another person that is needing help.
And it could be us. We're one step away, right? And it was me one day. It hasn't always been what it is. I've been in their shoes, and I just want to help them because I didn't have the resources available to me that I am trying to make available. And that's part of leaving the why and going into I wanted to better help people from me, because when you're under systems and organizations, you have to walk certain ways. I wanted to be able to do it from a different, perspective where I can help without all the red tape. It was just genuine. So that's how I wanted to come. But then the pandemic hit, so the services for nonprofits kind of shifted. But that's when I started work at Seattle Housing, knowing that housing was going to always be needed. So I got a couple.
Let me ask you this: as a person that has navigated folks through the correctional space, and even in your own space now, and even through Seattle Housing, whatever space that you were in, how do you feel about housing in this space right now that we're in? What could we be doing more of?
We have to do more of educating people, because even though in Seattle, how they say, well, they don't hold crimes no more. You can't not get housing because of being a criminal. Well, now they go on to the credit score. So teaching people how to keep those things up, teaching them if they have to break a lease, how to do it properly so there's not an eviction, just trying to help people to maintain. And then from the pandemic, there was a lot of housing given, but there wasn't services attached. You can't put someone in a house and expect them to just, magically do the things that they need. We have to have resources attached to the services that we're given.
Absolutely. And even for myself, I think it's more than just housing, right? Most of us, it could be housing, and I've just got out of a DV relationship. It could be housing, and I am a recovering addict and trying to figure out ways to or I'm still in addiction, and trying to help navigate folks that also need the proper that need more than just they come in for the resources. But what I've heard about the great things that Seeds of Hope does is it is also, well, what are the other things that I can help you with?
Absolutely.
The other things that I see, you know.
Yeah. For me, one of my sons has an addiction that we're working on. So I had to learn how to deal with people in that space and try, I want to do whatever I can to help him. So I had to fight, overdose prevention and all that stuff. It's really important. And we'll have that there on Saturday too.
Okay. Well, I think that's amazing and would love to talk to you more. Let's talk a little bit and also if we can bring back up that flyer again one more time, Danielle. Since you said overdose awareness, I just want to do another commercial because I think it's so important too. They have the fentanyl awareness town hall. That is going to be this next Saturday live on Rainier Avenue Radio from 11 to 1. It is so important. Miss Deborah, you just brought it up. Like, I'm trying to navigate my family. At me as a recovering addict, it is hard to navigate because most of these systems that look like that appear when they're sitting up there saying, what's wrong with these people? We need to do something about it. The people who are going to be criminalized, the people who are going to be harmed the most, look like us. And we have to find better ways to prevent what's happening in overdose, and also be able to know that we need to have the tools to navigate. So that's from 11 to 1 on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Nice. I'll put it out there. That's a good. We gotta acknowledge it. It's happening, and we gotta acknowledge it.
Yeah, we definitely do. And then you have some events that are coming up, huh?
I do. On Saturday, we're doing the We Are One Community Health and Wellness event at Rainier Beach Community Center. The fabulous Shantae Sumner is going to be the MC along with Duke Bruce.
Okay. Yeah. Shantae Sumner from King 5.
Yeah.
King 5. I've hosted a couple of events with her.
Oh, nice.
That's my girl. So when you see her, tell her boyfriend Deaunte said hello.
If you get a chance, come on down and see her yourself.
I think I will. I have a board retreat that I'm doing, but I'm
I'll
try to sling it in before I do that.
Okay.
But why is this event so important?
It's important because in our community, I'm excited that it's for the African American community. We have health issues that we do need to address. There's several things. We have 2 panels. We have a youth panel and we have an adult panel just talking about different things that affect us. We have vendors that will be a part of with the health and wellness too. And we're looking for if there's any more conversations people want to have in the future, we can do more events, but we have to start somewhere. And our health is really important, and we have to do a better job at looking at that.
Absolutely. So who are some of the people that you have on speaking on these panels?
On the adult panel, Lauren Bell, she'll be on there. I don't even have the flyer in front of me.
My girl.
Rachel Stewart. Yes, I meant to pull it up. Jason Brown.
Jason Brown.
Yeah, he works at Seattle Housing, but he's a poet and he talk about wellness a lot. Okay. And and the youth panel, Zoe Scott is on there.
Zoe Scott, that's my goddaughter.
Aaliyah Bruce, she'll be on there.
Amazing.
Nevaeh Baker, Queen Jones, she's a little girl that has sickle cell, so she'll be on there. And I think it's one more. I'm sorry for not having it right in front of me.
No. It's okay. We just needed the gist of the people who are going to be there. And we want to just make sure that folks know. I just wanted some of those names. 1, because I'm nosy. And then 2, because I want people to be able to find a way to be engaged. And from the youth on the panel to the adults, I grew up with very many of those adults. And it's so funny. My friends are having babies and their babies are just doing great stuff. So it's just great, and I think that it's really important, why Rainier Beach Community Center?
Well, I wanted to bring it to our community. And it was just a place that may be big enough, and I can continue to have it anywhere. I want to keep events in our community for us so that we can benefit, and it's really centrally located. You can get there, transportation, and that sort of thing. So that was another one of the main reasons.
Well, that's Breon saying hello. Hi, Breon. Hope you're doing good. Breon's going to be taking over next week. So, if I wanted to also ask you to, with Seeds of Success, what is your, so many things have changed in the trajectory over the past 4 years with resources, with us getting access to care, with people getting all the resources that they need. But, Ms. Deborah, what are your 5 hopes for community?
Like you say, I hope that we can continue access for healthcare. I hope that housing, affordable housing, because that's a part of our health as well, making sure we're stably housed. I like Clean Greens, healthy eating. We're all going to have to learn to eat better. I was feeling down in my legs and different things, but I read that it's the things that I'm eating. I got to eat different things and eat better to make things better. And for education, I hope that education becomes more available to us.
Yeah, education is extremely important. And I think that, I love the name of your org, Seeds of Success, because once we plant that seed, so many different things can happen, could happen. And, I also want to pivot to, like, since we know that those are some of the tools that you're using, what are some of the things that we can look forward to from Seeds of Success besides this event coming this weekend?
More wellness, just health and wellness. Continue to bring education, overdose prevention. Like you said, whether we want to talk about it or not, it's huge in our community, and we have to start conversations. We got to have conversations, because we're known to not want to talk about it, just want to hide it. But in order for us to prevent things, we got to know more about it and get more knowledge. We got to put it out there.
Yeah, we definitely do. We definitely need to make sure that we're putting it out there, and above all else, making sure that we're still supporting the work that you're doing as a Black woman in this community, leading the charge. It is really important for you to get the support as well, right? Because there are like 400 different organizations, but none does it like how you do it.
Yeah.
People need to figure out what that looks like to support you as well. And I also wanted to bring in too, like, partnerships are so important in community. And I was asking someone this on the panel, but I'll ask you, who are some of your best community partners that you've worked with over the past couple of years?
It froze up, Deaunte. I didn't hear none of that. The screen froze.
Oh, it did? Oh, no. Who were some of your favorite? The one thing I love about our community is partnerships. So can you tell us about some of the partnerships that you've had over the past couple of years?
Yeah, Ashley Therapy Funds. We work, do some things together. I love working with Ashley. King County. I'm a community navigator. I'm so sorry, for the African American community in Seattle through King County Public Health. They also gave money for that event to be possible on Saturday.
Yeah.
And Athea's, the Louisiana store, he's always, whatever I want to do, he's always willing to help out with that. And just, those are the main people. I try to find us to work with.
Did you try to find us? Well, how important is it? How important is Black partnership in this community?
It's very important, because who can tell us more than us, It makes a difference, a huge difference.
Absolutely. I will definitely say that as the same. Now, before we get out of here, if you can do me a favor and tell community one more time about Seeds of Success, where we can find you in your event coming up this weekend.
Okay. You can find us on communityseeds.net on the web. And the event this weekend is We Are One Community Health and Wellness event. You can also email me personally. I'll answer DeborahPMonroe@gmail.com. Yeah.
Okay, well, girl, you did the thing. I want to thank you so much for coming on today. I'm going to do one more closing thing to go over our events one more time, but I want to thank you so much for coming out. Season success is amazing, and you do me a favor and have a blessed one.
All right, you too. Take care.
I always appreciate Miss Deborah and appreciate Bree for the work that she's done over here with Clean Greens, because we're giving people access. But I thought it was really important for us to bring up the amazing events that Rainier Avenue Radio has coming up this weekend one more time before we get out of here. I wanted to bring up again this weekend.
Probably want to give me that one.
This week, Miss Deborah, hang up, girl. This weekend, from the 19th, 26th, to the 31st, we'll be at the Columbia City Theater this Saturday from noon to 6. Again, it's Halloween itself, right? So we need y'all all to tune in. This for kids 11 and under. For more details, go to Columbia City Theater For more details, go to columbiacitytheater.org. Okay, and then the following weekend, November 2nd, live on Rainier Avenue Radio, we will have a fentanyl awareness meeting at the Columbia City Theater, and that is from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Again, for all that information, you need to go to RainierAvenueRadioWorld.org. It is so important for us to make sure that we're tuning into all of that stuff, and I want to thank you all for tuning in for an amazing episode of Clean Greens Living with my girl Bree, who will be back here next week with my guy Chris, and they'll be talking about the Harvest Fest. So check that out. I have been your guest host for the past 4 weeks. And remember, for more, the Harvest Fest, which of course is coming Tuesday, November 19th, 6 to 9 at Washington Hall. And for more information, you can go to Clean Greens Living or check out Clean Greens Living to get more information. We love you all so much. Again, if you want more information on Vocal Washington, you can go to pda/vocalwashington.org. Thank you very much for listening to me all through for the past 4 weeks. Bree, you can take it from here, girl. It is all you. Hey, Miss Janet. Love y'all.